Hey guys, it's Mike. Today I'm going to be teaching you something pretty basic, so if you already know how to do this, there's really no sense in you watching the video, go watch something else. Today I'm going to show you how to make a yo-yo come back to your hand, an unresponsive yo-yo, because, well, if it's responsive you just tug and it comes back, no big deal. But if you're learning how to yo-yo and somehow you accidentally ended up with an unresponsive yo-yo and you throw it down and it just stays down there and it's very frustrating because you keep tugging and it's like, why won't it come back? This really sucks. Learning how to get the unresponsive yo-yo to come back is really awesome because an unresponsive yo-yo gives you a lot more chances to learn really hard tricks, and it kind of is like training wheels for awesomeness. It just makes it so much easier and so much more awesome to learn how to yo-yo. So learning how to make the thing come back, definitely a must. I'm first going to show you how to do a front style bind, and then I'm going to show you how to do a side style bind. I will also be showing you how to wind the yo-yo up. Say you get an unresponsive yo-yo and you're sitting here going like this, and it's just going around the bearing, and unfortunately the bearing has very little friction in it if you've got a good bearing, and it just won't wind up. Doesn't matter how loosely you do it, it never grabs on and never winds up. So to wind up an unresponsive yo-yo, you're going to take the yo-yo and you're going to hold it in your free hand, which is not the hand that you throw it from, but it's your non-throw hand. And you're going to lift the string up above the yo-yo and you're going to bring it over to the index finger of your free hand. You're going to put it underneath the index finger of your free hand and pinch the string against the hub of the yo-yo. And then you're going to pull the string back towards the center of the yo-yo, keeping it pinched underneath that index finger. You're going to bring the string forward away from you, down underneath the yo-yo, up over the yo-yo, and then you're just going to continue winding it up like that till it's at least halfway on, and then you can let go of that little loop that you put in there. Continue winding it the rest of the way up, and you might see that there's a little loop sticking out of here, but that's okay. When you throw it next, that loop's going to pop right out and it's going to spin very easily. So no big deal, don't worry about the loop. That's how you wind up an unresponsive yo-yo. Now, if you want to catch an unresponsive yo-yo, you have to do what's called a bind. And to do a bind for a front style, so if you throw a throw down, which is what I just did, to get a throw down to come back to your hand, you need to take the index finger of your free hand, or non-throw hand, bring it into the front of the string, opposite your body of the string, and you're going to take your throw hand down, and you're going to bring it in front of that finger. So the free hand goes into the string, your throw hand comes down in front of that free hand. You're going to pull your throw hand down until the yo-yo is above your throw hand, and then you're going to bring your throw hand up underneath the yo-yo. Basically, you're cradling the yo-yo in that string at that point. You're going to pinch this string that's going over the top of your index finger, and you're going to slide it into the yo-yo until the yo-yo starts to grab on. The moment the yo-yo starts to grab on, because both of those strings are getting fed into the gap of the yo-yo at the same time, you're going to let go of the string that you're feeding into the yo-yo. The yo-yo will wind it up on its own, and you're going to take your throw hand, and typically by the time it starts to feed in and grab on, the yo-yo will have ran out of a lot of spin, so you might have to take your free hand down to the yo-yo and grab it. It's okay to do that. You don't have to go, oh, it didn't make it back up, I have to let it go all the way down, and now I have to manually wind it back all the way. You can just bring your hand down to it, grab it, and if there is a little bit of slack left, just wind it up the rest of the way, throw it, and continue yo-yoing. Very fun, yes, yes. So, that's how you do your front style bind. Now, say you're starting to get into the more advanced stuff, maybe you're throwing breakaways and you're trying to learn how to do a trapeze, which is basically the building block trick that leads you to all the cool stuff that everybody's doing, and you're probably going, how the heck am I ever going to learn how to do that? Well, to get to that point, you need to learn how to do a side style bind. And there are a couple of different options, but I'm going to show you the easiest today. So you're going to have thrown your breakaway. The yo-yo will be swinging down in front of you. You're going to take the index finger of your free hand, you're going to bring it into the string above the yo-yo, you're going to take your throw hand down, you're going to bring it into that string, and then you're going to take your free hand over your throw hand so that the yo-yo starts to get cradled into the string. As you can see, it's starting to bend around it. You're going to lift your throw hand up, you're going to pinch this string that is up here around the index finger of your free hand, you're going to slide it into the gap like before, and the yo-yo will grab onto that string and come back to your hand. Now, if you have started and it's a really long bit of string up here, sometimes there will be a snag when you go to throw it again. Now, it's not always for me, and for some reason when I do this, I just kind of avoid it. I feel like that was a snag. If you ever get a snag and you throw it as hard as you can to start your next trick and there is a snag in there, you run the likelihood of the yo-yo reaching the snag of the string, swinging up, and hitting you in the face. There's a concept called a safety throw that I think you should be aware of. Anytime you have done a bind and you're not too certain that it has been a successful bind, there might be a snag in there, always throw it first just to make sure it goes all the way down, so that the next time you throw it, it doesn't knock you out. So that is how you get an unresponsive yo-yo to come back up to your hand, and a couple of tips about it. If you have any questions at all about how to do this or other things that you're trying to figure out, please feel free to let me know in the comments of the video. If you thought that this was helpful and you want to help other people find it, make sure you like the video because it helps it rank and helps other people find it better. And if you have any suggestions or questions, or you want to see other stuff, like I said, leave that in the comments. If you want to see more cool tutorials and yo-yo reviews and other yo-yo related video blogs, make sure that you subscribe. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you later.